What's up, Whites faithful? Buckle up because I've got 3 absolute bombshells that are going to blow your minds today. We're talking about moves that could completely reshape our beloved Leeds United ahead of the Premier League return. Listen, I know you've been refreshing your phones every 5 minutes waiting for transfer news, and today is the day everything explodes. We've got a Swedish left-back who could solve our biggest headache, a striker situation that's got everyone at Elland Road pulling their hair out, and a Nigerian midfielder who might just be the missing piece of our Premier League puzzle. But here's the thing, Elland Road faithful, one of these stories is going to make you jump off your couch in celebration, another one might have you throwing your remote at the TV, and the third could be the signing that defines our entire season. I'm talking about a defender who's played Champions League football, a goal machine who's keeping teams in Serie A single-handedly, and a holding midfielder who's got clubs across Europe in a bidding war. But there's drama, there's complications, and there's one situation that's got Daniel Farke sweating bullets. Before we dive into this chaos, smash that like button if you're as excited as I am. Hit subscribe because we're bringing you all the Leeds transfer madness, and drop a comment telling me which position you think we need to strengthen most. The first revelation is about to change everything we thought we knew about our left-back situation. And here it is, White's faithful. Gabriel Goodmanson is the name that's got everyone at Thorpe Arch buzzing like crazy. Remember that massive hole I mentioned in the introduction? The one that's been keeping Farke awake at night? Well, it's our left-back position, and this Swedish international might just be our saviour. With Junior Firpo gone and Sam Byram potentially following him out the door, we were staring at a disaster waiting to happen. But Goodmanson isn't just any left-back. This guy has been tearing it up in League One. League One with Lille. We're talking about 37 appearances over 4 seasons in French football, 15 caps for Sweden, and Champions League experience that could be absolutely crucial for our Premier League campaign. Here's where it gets even better for us Leeds fans. This lad is in the final year of his contract. You know what that means? We're not talking about some ridiculous 40 million price tag that would cripple our budget. We're looking at a bargain deal that could be one of the steals of the summer. Think about it. We've already shown we can work magic with players in similar contract situations. Jadon Bogle, Joe Rodon, Largi Ramazani, all brilliant signings who came at reduced prices because of their contract situations. Goodmanson fits that exact same profile. The Swedish international brings that Nordic toughness that Premier League football demands. He's not going to get bullied by the likes of Mohamed Salah or Bukayo Saka. He's experienced, he's ready to make an immediate impact, and most importantly, he wants to prove himself in the Premier League. What's absolutely mental is that Goodmanson has already proven himself against top-level competition. This isn't some unproven talent from a lower league. We're talking about a player who's faced the likes of Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, and Chelsea in European competition. He knows what it takes to perform on the biggest stages. Graham Smith's latest update confirms that Leeds have made Goodmanson a priority target, and you can bet your season ticket that Adam Underwood is working around the clock to get this deal over the line. The 26-year-old is exactly the type of experienced professional we need. Not too old, not too young, but right in that sweet spot where he can contribute immediately while still having his best years ahead of him. But hold on to your scarves, because while this Swedish solution has us all excited, the next story is going to test every nerve in your body. Right, this is where things get absolutely mental, Whites faithful. We're talking about Nicola Christovich, and this situation is enough to make any Leeds fan want to scream. After our £32 million bid for Rodrigo, Muniz got rejected by Fulham, £32 million, and they said no. Adam Underwood went hunting for alternatives, and boy, did he find one. Christovich from Lecce is an absolute monster of a striker who single-handedly kept his team in Serie A. Listen to these numbers and try not to get excited. 11 goals and 5 assists in 37 Serie A games for a team that finished 17th. This guy had a direct hand in 16 of Lecce's 27 league goals. He basically carried an entire football club on his shoulders while playing in one of the toughest leagues in the world. Compare that to our Golden Boot winner Joel Pirro, and it's not even close when you consider the circumstances. Pirro got 19 goals in the championship playing for the best team in the division, while Christovich was fighting relegation battles every single week in Serie A. We're talking about a £30 million investment. Yes, 30 million. That could transform our entire attack. This Montenegrin striker has been linked with AC Milan and Roma, but we've already proven we can beat the big Italian clubs by signing Jacob Bijol right from under their noses. But here's where my heart starts sinking, and yours probably will too. Christovich himself is throwing a massive spanner in the works. The reports coming out of Italy are saying he prefers to stay in Serie A and join a bigger Italian club rather than making the move to the Premier League. Can you believe it? We find the perfect striker, we're ready to make him one of our biggest signings ever, and the player himself is having second thoughts about joining Leeds United. It's enough to drive any supporter absolutely crazy. What makes this even more frustrating is that Christovich is exactly the type of clinical finisher we've been crying out for. While Pirlo disappears in big matches and goes on those maddening goalless runs, this Montenegrin assassin has been consistently delivering when his team needed him most. In a relegation battle, every goal matters, and Christovich proved he can handle that pressure. The lad's work rate is phenomenal too. He's not one of those luxury strikers who just waits for chances to fall to him. Christovich creates his own opportunities, tracks back to help his team, and has that killer instinct in front of goal that separates good strikers from great ones. His Serie A experience would be invaluable as we prepare to face some of the world's best defenders every weekend. Sky Sports Italia are reporting that we've already made our move with an official offer, but the player's preference for staying in Italy is creating this nightmare scenario where we might miss out on our perfect target. This is where we need to trust in what we've built at Elland Road, but there's still one more twist in this transfer saga that's going to blow your mind. And here's the final piece of this incredible puzzle that could make or break our entire Premier League campaign. Raphael Onadika. This is it, White's faithful. The signing that could define whether we stay up or go straight back down. We're talking about a £25 million Nigerian international who could be the most important player we sign this summer, and the Belgian media are convinced he's 100% leaving Club Brugge. Onadika isn't just any midfielder. This guy is a proper holding midfielder, something we desperately lacked last season. While Joe Rothwell did his best in that role during his loan spell, we need someone who can anchor our midfield when we're facing Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool week after week. The 24-year-old has 16 caps for Nigeria and has been absolutely dominant in the Belgian Pro League. His stats speak for themselves, 4.5 recoveries per game compared to Rothwell's 2.6. That's the kind of defensive presence we need when we're no longer bullying championship teams every weekend. Here's what's got me so excited about this potential signing. Belgian outlet Voetbal News are saying his departure from Club Brugge is a foregone conclusion, and it's just a matter of where and for how much. That sounds like music to my ears when West Ham are also sniffing around, but think about this strategically. We've got a £150 million transfer budget this summer, and we're looking at potentially spending around £75 million on just these three players. Goodmanson on a bargain deal, Christovich for 30 million if we can convince him, and Onadika for 25 million to shore up our midfield. This Nigerian destroyer could be the difference between a relegation battle and a comfortable mid-table finish. When you're facing Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes every other week, you need someone who can win the ball back and protect your defense. The fact that he's desperate to leave Belgium and step up to a bigger league works perfectly in our favor. This could be the signing that has Elland Road absolutely rocking on match day 1. What's absolutely crucial about Onadika is his Champions League pedigree with Club Brugge. This lad has faced the likes of Manchester City, PSG, and Atletico Madrid in Europe's premier competition. He knows what it's like to go toe-to-toe with world-class opposition. That experience is going to be invaluable when we're trying to avoid relegation battles. His physical presence is exactly what Daniel Farke has been crying out for in the middle of the park. At 6'2", Onadika can dominate aerially and has that African strength that makes him incredibly difficult to knock off the ball. Combined with his technical ability, 91% pass completion rate shows he's not just a destroyer, but can actually play football too. The Nigerian international's energy levels are through the roof. Averaging 53 touches per game shows he's constantly involved in the action, never hiding from responsibility. That's the type of mentality we need when the going gets tough in the Premier League. West Ham being interested just proves what a quality player we're talking about here, but our £150 million budget gives us serious pulling power in this transfer window. So there you have it, White's faithful. 3 signings that could completely transform our Premier League campaign. A Swedish defender to solve our left-back crisis, a Montenegrin striker who could be our new goal machine if we can convince him Leeds is the right move, and a Nigerian midfielder who could be the anchor our entire team needs. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button because transfer window is just getting started, and we'll be here covering every single twist and turn until Leeds United are ready for their Premier League return, marching on together.